I was going nuts because I had a huge amount of creator's block, and honestly, it took me pressing record to have that all kind of alleviate and go away, which is actually nice, which is really nice. Last week I had a number of times, which usually doesn't happen to me. There was a number of times to where I thought about something, and the thing that I thought about is something that I should probably always keep in the back of my mind, but don't always. And I know some of you out there will know what I'm talking about. And it is, I could say for certain there's three. I know there's more, but I could say for certain there's three. There's three people who genuinely think that I can do and I can achieve what I want to, and are really pushing for me to do so. There are two who heavily push me. The other one is one who stands back and takes notice, or informs me of like, hey, you're doing good. Like, we don't always talk all the time. And you know what? I'm just going to say their names because it's going to make it a lot easier. So my girlfriend Cara, being as wonderful as she is, and one of my best friends, Isakole, push me because they believe that I can achieve what I want to. And more and more often than not, like usually everybody knows, or everybody's probably experienced the whole thing of, well, you're just encouraging me, you're just supporting me or whatever, or you think that, or you say that I'm doing well, or you like this or whatever because I'm your friend. And because I'm your friend, you're being nice to me and supporting me in the way you are. I've been pushing that out of my mind a lot, or at least trying to, because I really believe that not only everybody else around me, but these three people would probably tell me if like I either didn't have the capability or tell me that I fucked up in some way, shape, or form. So, by the way, I don't know if it'll even remotely come through in the audio or not, but upstairs my mother and my brother are talking very loudly about something. I don't know, but I don't know if it'll come in on the video. So Isa and Cara, they push me to really do my thing. My friend and internet dad, as I call him, Elmer Fudd Games, there's been a few times to where he's messaged me and been like, hey man, I see what you're doing, I like what you're doing, keep it up. And like that shit just feels good, like for real. But he doesn't actively, like every day, he doesn't actively get a hold of me and been like, listen here, motherfucker, you better do your shit, you better get on your stuff. So Isa and Cara more than Isa, because she's busy with all of her stuff, Bad Destiny jokes, X Motivation. Like there's a list that Isa is responsible for, and it's just stupid, and anybody else, any normal person would die, but because she's a workaholic and doesn't get any sleep, and apparently doesn't want to get any sleep for the rest of her life, she decides to work on all this laundry list of bullshit. So Cara more than Isa, however, whenever Isa comes around, she does like to pound it into my head, to really work harder and get on my shit and do my stuff. I referenced last week, in the video last week, that she actually gifted me a book called, hold on, it's right here, Build Your Dream Stream, the ultimate guide to finding your voice, growing your community, and making money as a streamer. after reading the book, I haven't read it all. I've basically read up to each chapter is is titled in viewer count. So like if you have 0 to 5 viewers, this is probably what you should focus on. If you have 5 to 15 viewers, this is probably what you should focus on. If you have 15 to 30 viewers, this is probably what you need to be focusing on next, and so on and so forth. I have read up to what I know it could be my capacity right now, what I can achieve myself. And I've actually, now that I think about it, I actually have read one chapter forward. And for the most part, it's all stuff I know, and technically, according to the book, I'm ahead of the game. Because my viewer range on Twitch or whatever skews within the 5 to 15 range, and it fluctuates occasionally depending on whatever. And the reason I say that lately I have been having this feeling of like there's people who are really pushing for me is, and it's the smallest, stupidest shit, is Cara and Isa will check in and be like, hey, you reading that book? You doing what I told you? And for the most part, yeah. And for what the book says to do, I got it. Like I know what to do. And one of the things kills me. And I don't know how much I talked about this last week, but one of the things kills me. And what it is for the first chapter of like 0 to 5 viewers, it basically goes out and says, get a hold of your friends, get a hold of your close friends and family, and say, hey, listen, I'm going live. I'd really appreciate it if you put up a web, whatever, a page and watch me or whatever to boost up viewer count. And it's hard to do, especially for me. My family, the vast majority of my family, save for 1, maybe 2 people, don't care about what I do. Maybe it's not that they don't care. They definitely don't understand. And it doesn't seem like they want to understand. It doesn't seem like they want to take that push and that drive to understand. You know what I mean? And even if they did, it would go the same way that it goes with my friends. I hate bothering people, especially for something like this. And I get it. Like, I totally understand everything in this book. I get it. I understand why it's laid out for you. Why? But it is hard for me to do because this wasn't directly stated whenever I was growing up, but it was very heavily, the example was very heavily there of not asking for help. And I think that's kind of like a lot of people of like, you don't want to ask for help or whatever. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe it's just my family or like rare few amount of people. But I hate asking for help, and that's basically asking for help. So for me, it's extremely hard to do. Extremely hard to do. I've been doing that, or I actually did it once so far, and I did it once, and the 2 people who I asked Issa and Fudd fucking came through and they actually did it. Fuck, now I'm getting emotional. Which is really, really, really cool. And the thing is, I hate asking for help, especially. Now you know what, fuck it, you're gonna see this anyway, so I don't give a shit. Especially this video is already 11 minutes long, and it's gonna be even longer because of my stupid ass. Especially Issa, and especially if I was ever friends with anybody else who just suddenly took off, I would hate to ask them for help, because I hate seeming like I'm trying to use them for something. And what happened was, I asked Issa, I was like, hey, listen, I don't know what you're doing right now, but if you have time, can you just at least put up a window with my stream on it and just mute my stream? Like, you don't even have to watch me. I don't give a shit. I'm doing what the book says. Like, I straight up told her, I was like, you told me to read the book and listen to the book. This is what I'm doing. So this is your fault. And what she did was she shouted me out on Twitter, which I did not expect. I didn't ask for, I didn't want. And it's not that I'm not appreciative of it. I really, really am. It's just like, I'm getting emotional. God. I hope that it's understood that that's not what I want. I'm not doing this so that you can I don't know why I can't just take a deep breath and talk about this normally. Maybe I can. Maybe I have to keep my eyes closed. Me asking her directly for her help, and just her, is not, I think of things too much, and it's not an indirect way of saying, hey, shout me out on Twitter. There's only been a handful of times to where I've asked her to either retweet something or whatever of mine, and the only reason being is because I thought it was good enough and important enough to have other people see it. And this isn't even a big deal. I don't know why I'm getting so emotional. Maybe it's because I'm really worried about it. Oh, fuck. So, that happened. Super appreciative of it. And I'm probably going to do it again, and I don't expect her to do the whole shout out thing anyway, but it's like, I reached out and people showed up, which is a really nice feeling, which, looking back, has probably been the first time that I've actually really reached out without like doing it broad, like reaching out to specific people and having them come in. So that was really nice. And actually, this isn't what this video is about. This video is about me trying to put in work and doing exactly what this book says to give it a shot. Let me tell you something. First time crying with facial hair, it fucking sucks. One of the other things that it says to do is like broad term is network. What specifically it kind of says to you is find somebody that has a consistent viewer basis of like 100 to 500 people. And stay in their streams. Become a part of their community. Because one thing that is harped on this book is like you don't it's not about stealing viewers, it's not about stealing a community. People are going to want to watch who they want to watch regardless. The whole entire thing of networking and going to other people's streams and hanging out there, especially people you enjoy, is being known and getting your name out there. The biggest example that I have and the one that I think our content relates to, or our content relates a lot, is ironically enough, Alfredo plays, and Alfredo works for Achievement Hunter, ironically enough. And Alfredo and I think I said it last video, but if I didn't, I'll say it right now. I've kind of discovered where my content's at and like what kind of streamer I am, or what kind of content creator I am. I'm very laid back and I'm very chill about a lot of things. Obviously, I get emotional over stuff that I really care about. I'm doing it again because I'm a sap. But also at the same time, like I'm very chill and laid back. Like I don't do a lot of energy. Like if something cool or big happens, like say I ace a round in Siege or something like that, that's some pretty cool shit. You're gonna see me get excited and hyped for that. And like it's only right. But for the most part, like whenever somebody comes in, it's all cool and chill and everything. So Alfredo's content's the same way. So having our content relate a lot is really nice, especially because since I like him as a streamer, like Alfredo's like a huge inspiration to me. Oh, believe me, I won't tell him that to his face until like we're friends for a long ass time, if that ever happens. But like, hanging out with this community, because he's so chill and because his community is also so chill, it's really nice. Like, yeah, he's a competitive player. Like, he plays a lot of competitive shooters and everything. And I like competitive shooters. Like, I'm getting into Valorant, and Valorant I find really a lot of fun. I'm a competitive person I'm a person who loves competitive games for the fun of it. Yes, I want to do better. Yes, I want to improve. But for the most part, I like having fun in competitive games, not going so hard that I'm toxic. So I've been hanging out in his stream and doing networking as far as that goes. The thing that I need to really, really do is actually be more active on Twitter, because that is my main form of social media, and I refuse to ever go on Facebook again. If anything, it's for my yearly checkup. I need to do things like that. There's another chapter in the book to where I think it's above where I am right now, to where it talks about branding. Is that it? Is that where it is? I have a logo now, and I have a logo that I really, really like. Salty Cat really did a really, really, really good job that I fucking love. Salty, you the man. It's really simple and it's really nice. So like as far as branding goes, I have that. I've done new sub badges for the stream to where it kind of keeps in line with who I am and what my interests are. If you don't know, they're kyber crystals, which if you don't know kyber crystals, they are the crystals inside lightsabers to make them their color, to make them work. That's what kyber crystals are. The other thing is like keeping a set schedule, which I was good with. Until I started reading this book. And the only reason why I say that, this is the thing that sucks as far as conflicting goes, as far as stuff conflicting goes. In order for me to network, and let's just say Alfredo stream, be an Alfredo stream and talk with people and get to know people a lot more, and you get to experience his content a lot more and everything. He streams the same days that I do at almost the exact same time. So, I either am going to have to stream earlier or later than he does, or on opposite days. And since he streams 4 out of the 7 days, I can stream those other 3 or stream on the same day he does. But in order for me to be consistent and stay in his channel and stay up to date and everything like that, and network the way I want to, I have to be, I have to kind of not stream whenever he's streaming. I'm doing this stuff in this book, and I think the thing that is maddening to me is waiting for him to start his stream, because I sit here and I'm like, should I stream? It's 5 o'clock. He's gonna start his stream here soon, and I probably shouldn't, because then I wouldn't be there for the stream. And it's just the thing that's maddening is waiting for his streams, but also I haven't switched the schedule yet to where I stream Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday, or Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, whatever. And I need to do that. I also need to pay more attention on YouTube stuff. I need to get back to the gray area, which I have ideas for. It's just I don't know if I'm going to keep it a talk show type thing or what, because kind of some of the gray area stuff has seeped into vlogs and everything, and I don't even know what the hell this video is going to be. So even if it goes live. But I've been trying to do this stuff, and I think it's just the schedule switch and reading all this stuff and saying and trying to follow this, but also keeping what I had before. I just need to switch everything. And once I switch everything, I won't be as like stir crazy, or it won't be as maddening for me. Because I have to like, one of the things is you have to be consistent. You have to, if people are really counting on you to stream at this certain time, this certain day or whatever, then that's what they do. They count on that. So I need to do that a lot more. I haven't read really past the 30 to 45 viewer mark. And I mean, for like good reason. For right now, I don't have to. And for right now, I don't see myself just magically having those numbers overnight. Would it be cool if it happened? Yes, but I would also like to know why. Not for the fact of like to prevent it from happening, but like also it's just to understand what's up. And I just want to reiterate something, just in case anybody's reading this and thinking like, oh, like it's just another person just trying to get big on Twitch. I am not trying to be the next high tier streamer. I do not want to be Ninja. I don't want to be Dr. Disrespect. I don't want to be Shroud. I don't want to be anywhere near their levels. I just don't. What I am shooting for and being a higher tier partnered, whatever the hell you want to call it, streamer would help with is getting a job at Rooster Teeth, Achievement Hunter, working literally directly with Alfredo whenever we're actually at work, not whenever he's doing his stream stuff, like whenever we're working for a company. The book title in full, once again, is Build Your Dream Stream, the ultimate guide to finding your voice, growing your community, and making money as a streamer. The money part, just to reiterate, I really, really don't care. If I can make money and if I can make enough money to steadily live off of streaming, cool. That's not my end game, though. My end game is to go work for Rooster Teeth. My end game is to go work for Rooster Teeth or Rocket Jump or Critical Role or something like that. It's the shit that I want to do. And like the money portion of this, like, yeah, it's nice, but I don't do this for money. I do this to try and make people happy and try and entertain people and try and help people out of terrible situations or make them forget about their problems or anything like that. It's just try to help bring positivity and make people laugh and make people like enjoy what they're doing or have people enjoy what they're watching. So the making money part it's a nice side effect, but it's not my end goal. And the Rooster Teeth thing goes into that, and you know. Or if you know me, you know. If you don't know me, then you're watching this video for the first time and you're wondering who the fuck I am. Hey, how you doing? So yeah, I'm doing that. I'm doing this. I figure it's a good... This is probably going to be a vlog video. But I'm trying to hit this hardcore, and as soon as I get my schedule worked around, I think I'm okay. And actually, now that I've thought about it and now that I've said it out loud, it's like inside my brain, it's a rope, and the rope was in a knot. And now that I've said it out loud and out in the open, and I understand, like I've said that I realized I know what I need to do in order to stop myself from going crazy. It's like the knot just came undone and now it's fine. It's a really weird analogy, but it's how it feels. So yeah, to tell you the truth, I honestly don't know if this is going to go live. I honestly don't know if I'm going to actually make this a vlog video or not. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, regardless, if this actually ends up on YouTube or whatever, thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. I will see you all next time. Remember, keep your heads up, be kind to each other, and for right now, wash your damn hands. Bye now.